Let's talk about pitching, particularly a distance of about 50 yards. So 50 yards, I think, raises eyebrows in terms of, is it a chipping swing? Is it a shorter version of a full swing? And exactly what is it? And I tend to see golfers concoct all sorts of different types of movements to play these types of shots. What I would say is there's a couple of golden rules that we really want, particularly as a baseline to become really good at the pitching. The first one is that you want width. Now, what I mean by width is a consistent distance between the lead shoulder and the club head. So like so, and like so, okay? Where you'll get lost is if you start doing wrist cocking motions, okay? Because if you start doing wrist cocking motions, what will happen is that you'll open the club face excessively and you'll also introduce excessive club head speed. So if you're trying to play like a lob shot or a bunker shot, then you need more of these types of wrist conditions. Okay, because you need more speed to compensate for the more loft and the more height. But you don't need that for your basic baseline pitch. You want to become really good at having a low flighted wedge shot before you look to introduce anything else. So the first thing is width, 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 width. Okay, now the second problem that you're going to have is contact, because what happens in the full swing is that we'll swing back, we'll shift our weight to our right, and then you should immediately kind of shift your weight back towards the left. And by shifting your weight towards the left gives you this capability of striking, should we say, about an inch past the golf ball. Now, or an inch or two past the golf ball. Now, we still, with pitching, we need to be careful, because yes, we have bounce on the club, which is the difference between the base of the club and the leading edge. But equally, what we don't want to do is start falling into a habit where we're sort of just spinning and hanging back, because you're going to end up sort of allowing that club to rise and you're going to hit the equator of the golf ball and you're going to lose that sort of downward strike. So what I'm trying to say is you still need to allow that club to strike down and towards the floor. The mistakes I tend to make with people when they're pitching is either too much wrist positions or that type of shot where they end up sort of almost leaning back, trying to sort of use the bounce this way. So second step is get the sensation as you're taking the club back of moving left. And that's the move that we tend to see with the pros. We tend to notice the way that the head actually moves slightly towards that left as they're swinging the club back. And that encourages that club to strike down on the back of the golf ball. Now, the question would be, what do you do with the hit? Well, I don't think you do massively anything different. I think, again, a little rope swing is a really good example of this, because, you know, I'm not going to say you want to hold on to shaft lean, because if I hold on to shaft lean, the club can't release. So you want to move left and let it drop. See? And that's what you're looking for with the pitch. You're looking for those three movements. Good width, move to the left, let your arms drop. And if you feel that arm drop sensation as you using the bounce, that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is still let that club head strike down. Otherwise, you won't get that consistency in contact and you won't be able to control that trajectory. You follow those three principles and you'll be absolutely fine when it comes to pitching. I'll see you soon.